Find any open seat. Yes. 11:30? No, 11:02. Yes. Yes.
We're just doing hours.
No, read notes.
I thought Mondays were just attitudes.
Today is different because it's a weird, or last week was a weird week. All right, so I'm turning on my microphone. So last call for questions. Okay, act like you normally are. Be productive. If I ask you to do something, please do it. Mr. Taylor had said once we get started, you can just leave that one facing front and then pick, like if you're the only one coming back, then maybe we'll just pick one for the group work and just focus on one. But you were with SISM? Or did you have SISM or Rivera this hour?
No.
Okay. So you might be the only one coming back then. Okay, no Mara Cruz. Kevin. All right, I'll give you another minute or two to get going on bell work. You should be making your boxes. Mm-hmm.
I forgot all about this. They're voluntary. They're voluntary.
Okay, 3 volunteers to come up and do them. There's 1. There's 2. And Miguel's got the 3rd one. There you go. Okay, do not forget about variables. We got 1. We can make it work. Is that your phone? What's in your hands? Okay, get your bell work done. Thank you. All right, bell work looks pretty good. So Dylan did the first one here. We got 10x squared. We combine our like terms for 29x. We're getting in the habit of writing terms in standard form, highest exponent to lowest. Very good. All right, David did number 2. I see 2 things I want to change. Found one of them.
2 times negative 4 times
What should it be?
8 negative 8.
Yep, negative 8x. So then that becomes negative 38x. And one more change? JT? Good. Negative 4 times negative 5, positive 20. Very good. All right, and Miguel did the last one. Very good. 10x and 10x is 20x, so we're done. Very good. All right, any questions there? No? Moving on. Fabulous. All right, quick reminders. Skill quizzes, you got to master those. So if you have not gotten an 80% on Skill Quiz 8 or Skill Quiz 9, you have those back. Make sure you're retaking them anytime we're on Alex or in tutoring. We're at the halfway point of quarter 2, folks. So if you are not happy with your grades, you better figure out what you're doing to get them up where you want them to be. All right, so we'll do some notes today, a little bit of practice. Might have a few minutes of time on Alex, not too much, and then an exit ticket out the door. Tomorrow we'll have time in here to work on your algebra project. So if you bring your statistics, your data, that will be helpful. Okay? All right, on Friday we talked about our 5-number summary. What was the smallest value in our data set? Chris? Minimum. After the minimum came what? Quartile 1 or lower quartile. After that, Sonny? Median, the middle. Darren, what's next? Quartile 3, good, or upper quartile, because remember the median would be quartile 2, but we usually give it the special name of median. And biggest number, everyone? Maximum, the biggest. All right, so then we talked about, well, we put a box around that, my interquartile range. We connect the minimum and maximum with the box, and there's our box plot, box and whisker plot. Okay, so there's not too much that we have to do to get from these 5 values to here. All right, too far. All right, you're not writing those steps. Okay, take a second, read those to yourself, please. And I think there's 3 there. There you go. All right. So first thing you need to do, and I keep saying it, but believe it or not, somebody will forget. I already had one person today. You gotta put the numbers in order. Okay, least to greatest. Then you find the 5-number summary. All right, so you have your data at the bottom here. We're putting them in order from least to greatest. So what is my least number, my smallest number? 3. What's next?
4.
Okay, let me give you a minute or two. Go ahead, finish putting those numbers in order from least to greatest. Okay, you're putting the numbers in order from least to greatest. All right. So there's what it should look like, least to greatest. Okay, everybody got every box filled? I hope so. All right, we need our 5 numbers. So our minimum, what's my minimum value? So mark it as your minimum. What is my maximum? 22. Okay, now you need the median. So median is the middle. So count in from the outsides till you get to the middle. Okay, cover them up or put a dot over them. My median is 13. Mark it as such. Okay, I circled it, so now it's out. I can't use it again. That's not going to be part of my lower quartile. It's not going to be part of my upper quartile. Lower quartile, quartile 1, cover up the top half, find the middle of the bottom half. So same way, cover up the top and the bottom until you find the middle. Well, the middle is between 5 and 9. So how do you find the middle between those two? Perfect. Add them up. So 5 plus 9 is 14. Divide by 2, that is 7. So quartile 1 is 7. Okay, do the same thing for quartile 3. Cover up the top half, or cover up the bottom half, and use the top half to find the middle. Why don't you put your history to the side for now? Don't try to multitask. All right, so yep, when you find the middle, it's between 16 and 16, so it is still 16. Okay, so that is the rest of my 5-number summary. Step 3 says check for outliers. So an outlier will have to be 1.5 times the interquartile range. We're not there yet, so for today, you don't have any outliers. Skip over it. Next, you get to plot the 5-number summary on the number line. So I've got a minimum of 3. I plot it. I've got a quartile 1 of 7. Plot it. Median of 13. Quartile 3 of 16. Maximum of 22. So a little off the number line here. Next step says what? Look at your blue sheet. What is step 5?
Box it.
Box it. Put your box around the IQR, the interquartile range. So the middle 3 dots. Put a box. And put a line to mark the median. There we go. And last step that you have to do today is what?